Early to be followed by McKnight, and there's a shot. Can it get in the gap? And it does. It's going to get past Cribbs. So Early's going to show some speed. He's going to get the third easily. Coach DeBerry thought about rounding him, possibly to try to score, but great hit there by Early to lead off the game, the third inning, for the Mustangs. So now all of a sudden the Mustangs, as we said, trailing 4-1. That's going to bring up Braden McKnight, who also tripled in the first inning. He got a wind-aided triple. Cribbs fighting the wind out there in right. The ball just took off on him. McKnight able to get to third and score, and he's going to hit a little flare, and that's going to bring in a run. So McKnight now 2 for 2. And the Mustangs trying to climb back into this. So an RBI single for Braden McKnight cuts a lead in half, 4-2, as Early scores easily. So the Mustangs now trying to make Smith work a little bit. It's going to bring up Nick Kumar. Kumar flew out, sacrifice fly in that first inning that scored McKnight after the triple. So McKnight on first, Early scoring a run for the Mustangs. Here's the pitch from Smith, just a bit outside to Kumar. So the Mustangs trying to mount a little bit of comeback here, trailing 4-2.
Mustangs have had the Gremlins. We've had the Gremlins with our video feed. We're back up again on our Facebook Live feed here today. What did I miss here so far in the inning, Tim?
Well, you missed a triple by Early, and he scored on a single by McKnight. McKnight, who's at first base now. That ball down and away to Nick Kumar. So the count now should be 2-0. I've got him at 1-0, but should be 2. Nobody out here, top of the third inning. The Mustangs trying to come back against this Greensburg-Salem team who jumped out with 4 runs in the bottom of that first inning.
The scoreboard after that pitch miss still showing 2-0, but we think it's 3-0.
I think it's 3. There's a strike. Smith trying to come back on Kumar. McKnight at first after the RBI single that brought home Early, who led off the inning with a triple. Here's the pitch to Nick, down and away. And that's ball 4.
It's just what the doctor ordered for Laurel Highlands. Good start here in the inning. Triple from Early, RBI single from McKnight driving in early. The Nick Kumar walking, and the Mustangs 2 on, nobody out, down 2 as we work here in the top of the third.
Right. That's going to bring up cleanup hitter Alex McLean. McLean struck out his first time up. There's the pitch, just a bit outside. So Early with a leadoff triple, scoring a run. McKnight now at second after singling in Early, and now Kumar with the walk. And there's a pitch taken for a strike by McLean. That's the first walk by Smith today. He did hit D'Amico in that second inning. There's a pitch down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. So now Smith trying to find the range. Just a pitch to McLean, fouls that one back. McLean, he'll be followed by Braden O'Brien. The Mustangs still with nobody out here. Runners at first and second. Smith gets the sign, checks the runner. Here's the pitch to McLean. Called for strike 3, caught the outside corner. Not so sure McLean agreed with that, but that's going to be the second strikeout of the game.
He really came in with some timely hits this year. 440 average, 8 RBIs, but goes down there. And that's, as you said, 2 strikeouts for Jacob Smith, and both have been to Alex McLean.
Right. That's going to bring up Braden O'Brien, who grounded out the shortstop Hayden Teska his first time up. First pitch outside. Ball 1. Going to say hi to Braden's dad, Chris, who I'm sure is listening. There's a pitch, kind of reach for that one, fouled it off. Count going to even up now at 1-1. 1 out. We're in the top of the third inning. The Mustangs play plating one run across to cut the lead to 4-2. Greensburg-Salem scoring 4 quick runs in the bottom of the first inning. Outfield shifted a little bit to left on O'Brien. A lot of room down that right field line. And O'Brien, he's going to find a gap. Coach DeBerry is going to wave McKnight in. He's going to score easily. So an RBI single for Braden O'Brien. And that's going to score McKnight. And it cuts the lead now down to 1. So the Mustangs right back into this baseball game.
Coach DeBerry doing a nice job inserting O'Brien. And he's done a nice job when he's kind of had some hunches this year. And O'Brien, another timely hit there, driving in McKnight. And the Mustangs back to within 1 now, down 4-3.
Right. It's still only 1 out here in this inning. Nick Kumar at second. Joe Chambers at the plate. They're going to fake. That was an interesting move there. I actually kind of looked like he was going to go to first at first, but then came around and wheeled and threw it back to second base. So interesting play there. Chambers, he singled his first time up. Fouls that pitch back. So the Mustangs plating a couple runs here in this third inning. On deck batters Carson D'Amico. Chambers, as we said, singled the first inning, was stranded. And pitched just a bit outside, so and they called it a strike. Wow. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Chambers. And he's going to go down swinging. So 2 strikeouts in this inning now for Smith, 3 in the game. That's going to bring up Carson D'Amico. D'Amico got hit by a pitch in his only at bat in that second inning. And he was stranded. Trying not to strand any runners here. As Brian mentioned, he has 9 RBIs, trying to get into double figures here now. So D'Amico takes the first pitch for a strike. 2 down, Nick Kumar at second. Braden O'Brien at first.
Mustangs, they'll have to feel a little bit better. They've gotten a couple runs back here in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, a lot of baseball to go. We're still only in the third inning. And as we said, the Mustangs, Nick Kumar knocked out as a starter, so McKnight came in relief. So now they're trying to take Nick off the hook altogether. If he can score here.
Correct. You'd have now Nick McKnight as the pitcher of record.
Exactly. Fouled back by D'Amico. Nice pitch count now. 2-2, 2 outs. As we said, D'Amico looking for his 10th RBI, trying to be the first Mustang into double figure RBI-wise here this year. Carson's had a good year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball outside. Kumar's going to steal. It's going to be a double steal. So now 2 runners in scoring position.
And they count full at 3-2.
Right. And at this point, not a lot of damage really if you walk D'Amico here. Sankovic on deck, and that's going to be a shot right at Teska, the shortstop. 1 hopper, nice play. Hayden Teska able to retire Carson D'Amico. The Mustangs going to strand 2 runners, but the Mustangs scored 2 on 3 hits. 2 men left on base. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions 4, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 3.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com. PeachInPharmacy.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Welcome back to Greensburg-Salem High School. We're going into the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Golden Lions will be Hayden Teska. He'll be followed by Braden Marichko and Colin Kruth. Here's McKnight in for his second inning of work. First pitch is a strike.
It was very effective when he came on in relief on his first pitch. Dylan Sarsfield was caught stealing. He struck out Jacob Smith looking and got Owen Tudich retired, 3 unassisted on the put-out from Braden O'Brien.
Yeah, only had him throwing 7 pitches in that inning. So now count evens up at 1-1. Teska walked his first time up and scored. One of the 4 walks in that first inning for Nick Kumar. There's a pitch fouled back. So McKnight now ahead in the count, 1-2. The Mustangs 1 in the first, 2 in the third. Their total of 3 in the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions, plating 4 runs in that bottom of the first inning to jump out to a quick lead against the Mustangs. Here's the pitch by McKnight. Curveball, just a bit inside, just missed. Count now goes to 2-2.
Again, Laurel Highlands won yesterday over Greensburg-Salem 3-0. Mustangs come in a half game back of Bell Vernon for first place in the conference. Leps at 5-1, Mustangs at 5-2.
There's a shot, and that's going to get in the gap. Nice shot there by Teska. So Teska leads off this bottom of the third inning with a single.
Just put that one between Nick Kumar and Ty Sankovic.
Yeah, perfectly placed. That's the third hit today for the Golden Lions.
Quick relay in there from Carson D'Amico out in left. And Greensburg-Salem a base runner here to start the bottom half of the third.
Yeah, Kumar was shaded pretty much up the middle for Teska there, and he was able to pull it in that hole between short and third, so he leads off with a single. There's a throw over by McKnight. Teska back easily.
Nick Kumar issued 5 walks in this game before McKnight came on in relief.
Now here's Marichko. Marichko walked his first time up and scored a run. There's a pitch taken for a strike by Marichko.
Good pitch there from Braden.
Marichko, as we said, pitched a fantastic game yesterday for the Golden Lions. Had nothing to show for it. Golden Lions couldn't plate any runs for him. He lost 3-0. There's a foul back. Tried to fight off that inside pitch. Trying to take it the other way. Count now 0-2. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody out here. Leadoff hitter Hayden Teska with a leadoff single for Greensburg-Salem. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking pitch inside. Count now 1-2. Throw down by McLean, but O'Brien able to corral it.
Mick Barczyk back in our WVU Medicine Uniontown studios. Uniontown Hospital studios. Jerry Dupay behind the camera.
There's a breaking ball just down and in. Count evens up now, 2-2. Marichko, pretty nice at bat here. Worked the count full after being, worked the count 2-2. Here's a fly ball to center field. Early started back and then broke in on it. Nice play there by Caden Early to retire Marichko.
Covered a lot of ground out there in center field, charging and then getting Marichko for the first out of this bottom of the third inning.
Actually, I think Early thought that ball might have been a little deeper than it was, but made a nice adjustment, excuse me, and made the play. So now 1 out. That's going to bring up Colin Kruth, the DH, as we said, DHing today for Caden Coffey. And wow, nice play there by O'Brien to save that ball from going down into the right field corner. McKnight trying to pick off Teska, who doesn't have a very big lead, but O'Brien with a nice save there. There's a pitch inside to Kruth.
Mustangs getting 1 in the top of the first. Greensburg-Salem big bottom of the first with 4, and then Laurel Highlands answering 2 runs in the top of the third. Greensburg-Salem batting here in the bottom of the third, up 4-3.
Now Kruth had a 2 RBI single in that first inning. There's a ball back in the hole. Kumar unable to make the play. It would have been a tough one even if he did. So now all of a sudden Kruth is 2 for 2 on the day.
That single in the same spot that Teska singled earlier on this inning, right in between Sankovic and Kumar. Nick tried to make the play there just out of his reach and into left field. And Greensburg-Salem coming to play this afternoon, up 4-3, 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
That's the thing. I mean, you look where Nick's positioned, giving up a lot of hole there on the
correct
left side of the infield. They're trying to shade it more up the middle. And there's a bunt, and he's going to get this down, and McKnight's going to go to third. He's going to get the force. Nice play. Great thinking there by Braden McKnight. The bunt was drugged down the third base line by Falvo, but nice play by McKnight to get off on his side. Actually was falling off towards the first base side, but able to regroup. So Falvo on with the fielder's choice, but Teska's going to be retired 1-5 for the first out of the inning.
Of course, a force out there with runners on first and second. So now 2 away here in the bottom of the third.
Right, and the first pitch to O'Brien is a strike.
Zach O'Brien came in with a 161 average, 5 RBIs. Playing first base here today, struck out swinging first time up.
Right. And that's a nice play by McKnight, really was. You've fallen off the other way and then have the wherewithal to adjust there real quick and get that ball that's going up the third base line and makes a strike throw to Sankovic to force the runner. Nice play. That's a big play. We're going to have to remember that one, Brian.
Now O'Brien behind 0-2.
As you said, 2 outs now. O'Brien struck out his first time. Going to strike out the second time. So, in the bottom of the third inning, there's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on for the Golden Lions. After 3 complete, it's the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions 4, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 3.
Spring forward to home construction season. First Federal of Greene County's variety of construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. First Federal gives you all of the tools you need with construction loans, owner-builder loans, FHA Title I improvement loans, and home equity loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet, on new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months, 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 tax-free equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends May 3rd, 2021. Call us to learn for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit CHarperChevy.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Ty Sankovic, C.J. Gesk, and Caden Early due up for Laurel Highlands here in the top half of the fourth. Greensburg-Salem on top of the Mustangs by a score of 4-3. Sankovic in the 8th position of the batting order. Gesk in the 9th position. Then Early the top of the order for Laurel Highlands. And Sankovic batting from the left side against the righty Jacob Smith. First pitch, a fastball, swing and a miss from Sankovic, and the count at 0-1. And the sophomore Sankovic came in with a .379 average and 5 RBIs. Again, playing shortstop here today.
Well, and that average would have been up except for an exceptional play by Teska in that second inning Sankovic hit a flare, and Teske able to drop back from the shortstop position, catch that ball over his shoulder, and almost doubled off Kumar, who was at second base at the time.
0-1 pitch, a breaking ball missing, and even up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 hit high in the air to left center field. And again, covering a lot of ground there is Dylan Sarsfield recording the outs. And one away here in the top half of the fourth.
Nice looking center fielder. As we said, a lot of speed. And just listening to you and Zach yesterday, it sounded like he made about 4 or 5 nice defensive plays.
I think he recorded 4 outs yesterday, already a couple here today.
So that's going to bring up Gesk. Gesk grounded out the third baseman Richko his first time up.
3 of 7 for the year. First pitch misses low and inside there from Jacob Smith, 1-0.
And fortunately for the Golden Lions, Brian Smith took that ball off the thigh that first inning, off the first batter early, but able to stay in this game, and he's done a nice job.
Yes, he has. Count now 2-0. We talked coming into the season how much balance there would be in the conference this year, and this series I think has really illustrated that. Laurel Highlands just a 3-0 win yesterday, whereas Greensburg-Salem came into the game yesterday 2-8 overall. Laurel Highlands, one of the top teams in the conference, just behind Bell Vernon. Golden Lions fought the Mustangs yesterday, and here they are today, up 4-3. Count now 3-1 to C.J. Gesk.
Right, and I agree, and I do like this format too, back-to-back. I think it's good for all the teams. He fouled that ball off.
Yes.
Or no, they're going to say it's dead ball. What's he doing here? They're going to say
ball 4, I guess. It was high and inside. It was a 3-1 pitch.
Wait a minute. I think he might be saying it's a foul ball. Let's see what he says here. Oh, he's looking to see if he's okay.
I think he clipped him in the helmet.
Yeah, I think it might have. I thought it actually hit the bat. The way the umpire looked, I thought it might have hit the bat, but
yeah, I think it was actually his helmet that it clipped. So actually, Gil, is a hit by pitch.
Right. And that's the second hit by pitch.
It would have been ball 4 anyways on the inside. Now Caden Early at the plate, 1 on, 1 out. Mustangs down 1. First pitch in there for a strike to Caden Early. Early grounded out 1-3 back in the first inning, tripled and scored a run last time up in the third.
I'd like to see another triple right here now by Early. If he can pull that ball down in that right field corner, he's got a shot at an inside the park home run with his speed.
0-1 misses a little high. Count even now 1-1. Early represents the go-ahead run. Gesk on first represents the game-tying run as we work here in the top of the fourth, and Laurel Highlands down 1 at 4-3. 1-1 pitch missing there. Now 2-1 to Caden Early. The junior center fielder came in with a .400 average and 5 RBIs for Scott DeBerry's squad. Coach DeBerry again coaching third. Mike Smith coaching first, and that one chopped here on the right side. A little slow roller. Tough play for Coffey. Throw over to first. And the call is safe over at first. Bang, bang play and ruled safe. Infield single there for Caden Early. Good speed down that first base line.
Yeah, a lot of hustle. Nice job there. And actually, it was an interesting play. Second baseman Coffey kind of laid off of it a little bit. I think he thought it might have been a little quicker than it was. By the time he got to it, Early with a lot of speed, able to get there easily. So that's his second hit of the game.
Showing bunt, fouling it off there. Braden McKnight. McKnight 2 for 2, triple to right field, scored a run back in the first inning. RBI single and scored a run in the third inning. He drove in Caden Early last time up. Mustangs with a game-tying run now on second. Go-ahead run on first. Braden McKnight at the plate trying to keep his hot hitting streak going for the Mustangs. Batting from the left side. 0-1. This one chopped, and a diving stop there from Coffey, but he has no play. Another infield single for Laurel Highlands will load up the bases with 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning, and Laurel Highlands still down 1.
And that's going to bring up Nick Kumar, and you know that Nick's licking his chops right here.
Especially considering the fact that he gave up 4 runs pitching in the bottom of the first inning, was yanked early on in the bottom of the second inning. I don't think he was too happy getting pulled. Now an opportunity to really redeem himself here and take himself off the hook.
I agree.
Still the pitcher of record at this juncture of the game. And an opportunity to give Laurel Highlands the lead. They're down 1 right now, but all loaded up. Gesk over at third. Early at second. McKnight at first.
Now actually Hampy's at first. He's going to be the courtesy runner for the pitcher McKnight. He's checked in, Jace Hampy.
Okay.
Going to be at first base, so the base is full.
That pitch missing there to Kumar, now 2-0. You had McKnight start the game at third base, as Tony said, now on in relief of Nick Kumar is at the plate. Kumar now playing shortstop and sends this one high in the air. This one's going to go back to right center field and goes over the head of Garrett Cribbs. Look out here. The Mustangs will have guests score. That'll tie the game. Relay coming into third. Sliding into third base safely is Hampy, and scoring another run for the Mustangs is Caden Early. And just like that, the Mustangs in the lead at 5-4.
And as we said, the wind blowing extremely hard out to right field. Cribbs thought he had a beat on it as well, but the ball just went over his head. So we're going to have to give Kumar credit for a single. He made it to second base on the throw, so he's going to pick up 2 RBIs.
8 RBIs on the season for Nick. A big hit there to give Laurel Highlands the lead at 5-4. Mustangs still in business as we work here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch swinging there, through on the left side from Alex McLean. Scoring there is the courtesy runner Jace Hampy. Holding up at third is Nick Kumar. So an RBI single to left for Alex McLean, who had struck out twice in the early innings. A big hit there now. 9 RBIs for McLean. Mustangs tack another one on. They lead at 6-4.
And he ties Carson D'Amico for the team lead. So now the Mustangs putting together an inning. That's going to bring up Braden O'Brien.
They'll get another courtesy runner, Brett Lemansky, on to run for McLean. Over at first, you have check that. Yeah, Lemansky now over at first. And Kumar at third, and they'll check Lemansky there on the throw from Jacob Smith.
Gets back, standing. Good thought there by Smith, though. Sometimes, as you mentioned, I know you love courtesy runners. Sometimes they fall asleep.
O'Brien pulling back on the bunt and going down to second with no throw there is Lemansky. The one thing they do, though, is speed up the game, especially when you have those changes for the catcher, but you have to make sure that you have courtesy runners that are heads in the game. Haven't seen too many mistakes from the courtesy runners this year. And a well-hit ball from Braden O'Brien back to right. Again, the wind playing havoc, but Cribbs making the catch this time around. Relay coming in will go as a sac fly RBI for Braden O'Brien. His second RBI of the game. Now has 5 for the season. And that'll drive in Nick Kumar. And the Mustangs tack another one on and now lead at 7-4.
So now all of a sudden, Greensburg-Salem back on their heels all of a sudden. The Mustangs with a big inning. And a nice shot there by Braden O'Brien, as you said, to pick up his second RBI.
Joe Chambers, now the 8th Mustang to bat here in this top of the 4th inning, takes strike 1 from Jacob Smith.
Chambers 1 for 2 on the day. He singled his first time up, was stranded, struck out in the third.
0-1 here, hit foul on the right side. And give Laurel Highlands a lot of credit, again, getting down early 4-1 after 1. We said, though, at that juncture of the game, still a lot of baseball to play, and they've hung in there and now have a 3-run lead as we work here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning.
Right. And still another runner in scoring position.
Another nice pitch there from Smith.
Chambers behind 1 and 2.
Correct.
2 outs. Joe looking to drive in an insurance run here.
1-2 on the way. Chambers sends it on the ground over to Teska at short, who had trouble with it, unable to make the play. And that will score the courtesy runner Lemansky for McLean. And the Mustangs now 5 runs scored here in the 4th inning. They lead at 8-4. Yeah. E6, Tone?
I'm going to have to give it an E6, yeah. And you kind of feel bad doing it because Teska kind of had that in-between hop there. Tried to make the play and kind of sat back on it a little bit. And the ball took a funny hop, and he just couldn't regroup. So that's the first error of the game by either team.
The 0-1 count now on Carson D'Amico. And D'Amico, a little chopper here, going to third. Marishko there, tough throw over to first. Bang, bang play and ruled out at first. D'Amico retired 5-3, but a big inning for Laurel Highlands. They get 5 runs and now have a 4-run lead at 8-4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Hi, I'm Russ Plaho, your local Allstate agent. The number 21 has always had a special meaning to me. When I was young, it meant reaching adulthood. As a lifelong Pirates fan, the number 21 meant one thing, the great Roberto Clemente. 3,000 hits, MVP, World Series hero. But more than that, a great humanitarian who will always be remembered for losing his life in a rescue mission to help those in need. And now, the number 21 represents my 21st anniversary as your local Allstate agent. I would like to think that, like Roberto, I know the importance of community involvement as well as helping neighbors. Over the past 21 years, my staff and I have committed ourselves to learning about our customer needs and personalizing protection for them. From bundling auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverages based on their protection needs. Are you in good hands? Call me, Russ Bleho, at 724-439-9700 or stop by my office on Lebanon Avenue today for a free quote.
This is Gary Sisson from Sisson Pre-Owned. If you're looking for a great used car at a great price, give us a call at 724-438-2819 or visit us on the web at sissonpreowned.com. During these trying times, we are doing everything 100% online, from financing to virtual walkarounds and home delivery. Visit us on the web at sissonpreowned.com or give us a call, 724-438-2819.
Back here at Greensburg-Salem High School in Westmoreland County, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, a big top half of the fourth inning, plating 5, now leading it 8-4. Ryan Rozak alongside Tony Hanoi, Jerry Dupay behind the camera, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. First pitch swinging there from Cribbs. Fouls it off on the left side. Cribbs struck out swinging. First time up back in the bottom of the first inning. That was an inning where Greensburg-Salem sent 9 men to the plate and scored 4 runs.
Right. Now McKnight in for his third inning of work.
0-1 here to Cribbs. McKnight likes to work exclusively from the stretch position. Breaking ball, and that one hit Cribbs.
Now, so Cribbs going to start this inning up. That's the first batter hit by the Mustangs. As we mentioned, a lot of walks.
5 walks so far.
Right. But that's going to bring up Sarsfield. Sarsfield reached base twice via the walk. Scored the first inning. Got caught stealing in the second. McKnight checking on Cribbs over at first. Nobody out here. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Good opportunity here for Greensburg-Salem to get a couple of runs back. Sarsfield, big cut there, swing and a miss. Count at 0-1.
McKnight coming in relief of Nick Kumar and doing a great job for Coach DeBerry.
I'll glance over at first. 0-1 now to Sarsfield, and Sarsfield ground ball going foul down the first base line.
Yeah,
moves the count now to 0-2.
Little inside out. He tried to inside out that inside pitch. Almost got that ball to stay fair there over the first base bag. But needless to say, just going to be a strike to take the count 0-2. Hit by a pitch, Cribbs. Start this inning off. McKnight, as we said, in his third inning of work, he's going to get him.
Throw over to first, close play, and back safely, barely, was Garrett Cribbs.
Wow. From here, I thought
wasn't by much.
He looked like he was leaning a little bit there. I actually thought he was going to get him. Was leaning towards second.
Now the 0-2, high and inside, throw down at first again. And back safely is Garrett Cribbs.
Now at this point in time, don't start throwing the ball around, that's for sure. You don't want to give Greensburg-Salem any type of momentum at this point. You got him down 4 after giving him a 3-run lead in that first inning.
1-2 pitch on the way, and this ball hit high in the air, getting a lot of wind up there. Backing up will be the second baseman Joe Chambers to make the grab for the first out of the inning. But any fly ball is going to be an adventure this afternoon.
It has been so far. We've seen it a number of times there in right field. Nice job by Chambers, though, to settle underneath that.
Not only do you have the wind, but you have bright sunshine as well, which could complicate things.
Yeah, it's a high sky, no doubt.
Jacob Smith now at the plate with Cribbs on first and 1 out, showing bunt. Missed on it, throw down to first, another close play. And barely back safely again is Garrett Cribbs.
Well, you had O'Brien charging, and he couldn't get back to the bag in time. I think if he was actually holding the runner on and stayed there, he might have been able to pick Cribbs off. But he was charging on the bunt once Smith turned around.
McLean's had some nice throws today. Caught Sarsfield earlier, stealing. And almost had a few other ones that could have went either way. As McKnight still paying very close attention to Garrett Cribbs over at first.
Yeah, but
0-1 pitch here, again hit high in the air. This one going in the direction of Carson D'Amico out in left, who has an eye on it and makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Good job there from Carson as Cribbs remains on first.
Yeah, and actually, I was watching Cribbs on that pitch there, Brian. He kind of shortened his lead a lot compared to early on when he first got on base. Mustang's paying a lot of attention to him at first base, but he's only got about a 3-step lead right now. That's going to bring up Tudich. Tudich is 0 for 2 here today. He popped out trying to drop down a bunt, popped out to pitcher Nick Kumar at the time in the first, and then was retired 3 unassisted on a ground ball to first baseman Braden O'Brien.
First pitch breaking ball missed there from McKnight, 1-0. Now the 1-0 on the way brings the heat. Hard ground ball right through the wickets of Ty Sankovic.
Yes.
If you call that one E5, Tony, should have had that.
No, you're definitely going to call that E5. I think he thought that ball was going to come up a little bit, and it just stayed down on him and just went right between his legs. So now Greensburg-Salem with 2 runners on but 2 out. That's going to bring up cleanup hitter Hayden Teska. Teska 1 for 2 today. He walked the first time up and singled his second time up.
Greensburg-Salem's better hitters coming in with a .323 average and 3 RBIs. First pitch swinging here. Chopper. Mustangs need to charge it. Chambers a little juggle. No play. Now a throw down to third, and a close play here at third, and ruled safe at third was Cribbs. Wow, that was close.
That was close. Gutsy play there by Chambers, and that was an interesting play. That ball it seemed like it was going to roll a lot faster, and it didn't.
We've seen a couple of those, especially going on that right side of the infield.
Yeah.
I think in that one you have to score an infield single for Teska.
That's exactly what I was scoring it. Brian is right. I gave him an infield single, and that's going to load the bases now.
For Braden Marishka, came in with a .240 average, and an RBI walk, and scored a run first time up. Takes a pitch here from Braden McKnight in the count at 1-0.
Yeah, had an RBI walk his first time up and then flew out to center fielder Early, who made a nice play. Scott DeBerry is going to come out and check on McKnight. They're going to talk things over here a little bit, especially with the bases loaded.
Whole infield coming in. We'll let you know that our live video stream here on WMBS brought to you by WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital, and Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown on the South Union Township Sports Network. Our video stream sponsors include the Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown and Agent David Hughes, United Bank, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, South Union Township Supervisors Robert Schiff-Bauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists, that's WGI in Uniontown, Zebley, Mahalovan White, Uniontown Business and Bankruptcy Attorneys, and UPMC's Centers for Rehab Services in Uniontown on Wayland Smith Drive. Jim Burns, director. Mustangs return to conference action next week against Elizabeth Forward. They're scheduled to play 2 non-conference games later on this week, hosting Brownsville Thursday at Greater Latrobe on Friday. So the bases loaded here, and it's Braden Marishko with a little chopper going foul here on the left side. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Thursday's game, we'll have it on the South Union Township Sports Network for you. Zach Harley will bring you that game. Tony and I back with you on both WMBS and South Union on Friday for the Laurel Highlands game at Greater Latrobe. That'll be a 7 o'clock start, 6:45 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Now the 1-1 here to Marishko. Fastball, little one-hopper. Look out here. Heading home is Garrett Cribbs, and he's going to be safe at home.
Wow.
I think dropping it there on the little pitch was McKnight. After getting it there for McLean, could not make the tag, so aggressive base running paying off for Garrett Cribbs and Bill Wisniewski's Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. They get one back. It's now 8-5.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Greensburg-Salem with a little bit of momentum.
They move Tudich down to third.
Teska's going to go to second.
Correct.
Marichko
still at the plate
with a 2-1 count.
And the 2-1 pitch on the way. This ball well hit in the gap in right center. Charging, unable to come up with it is Caden Early. Early a little juggle. It'll be C.J. Gesk with the relay in, and you'll have both Tudich and Teska scoring on the play for Greensburg-Salem. And just like that, we got a shootout, Tony. It's 8-7.
Yes, we do. And that's 2 more RBIs there from Richke. He's got 3 on the day. And as you said, Tudich and Teska able to score easily. So now you're right, we do have a shootout, and the Mustangs always tough to play down here in Greensburg, and they're finding that out again.
Colin Kruth now at the plate. Kruth 2 for 2 today. Had 2 RBIs back in the first inning, stole a base. Also singled to left field in the third inning. Took strike 1 there. Greensburg-Salem now with just Marishko on first. The count now 1-1 to Colin Kruth.
And now McKnight trying to get out of a little bit of a jam. It's given up 3 runs here in this inning.
Mustangs scored 5 in the top half of the inning. And Zach and I were talking about the number of pitchers duels that we've had so far this year. Well, not one here today. We've had 15 runs scored, and we're still here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, we got a lot of baseball to go yet, too.
2-1 here to Kruth. This one hit on the ground. Another slow roller. Chambers is there. Hard throw over the first in time to Braden O'Brien to retire Kruth 4-3 for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Golden Lions get 3 back after 4. It's Laurel Highlands 8, Greensburg-Salem 7 here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis.
We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Visit Sea Harbor Chevy East and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMS or well-qualified individuals, 24 months, 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends May 3rd, 2021. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231 or visit SeaHarborChevyEast.com.
Welcome back to Greensburg-Salem High School. We're going into the top of the 5th inning. And Brian's right. We've got a shootout here. Mustangs lead 8-7. Mustangs plating 5 runs in the top of the 4th inning to go ahead 8-4. But the Golden Lions come back and score 3 in the bottom.
Do you have any kind of pitch count on Smith so far? He's still out there.
So far, I have him at 67.
Okay.
Unofficially.
We've had a lot going on out there.
Yeah. Tell you what, we're running out of ink with these scorebooks.
Yes.
But a good game so far.
Again, you'll have Sankovic now leading off for a 2nd straight inning after the Mustangs sent 9 men to the plate in the 4th.
He's going to pop that up. It's going to be popped up to second baseman Coffey. He's fighting the wind and able to corral it, but not after a little bit of a fight there. So Sankovic is going to be retired on a pop out to the second baseman Coffey.
No easy fly ball outs here this afternoon in Westmoreland County with the winds gusting.
And it looked like, I thought at one point in time that they died down a little bit, but next thing you know, now they're picking back up. So here's Gesk. Gesk 0 for 1 today. He got hit by a pitch his last time up and scored a run and grounded out to third baseman Marichko in his first at bat in the 2nd inning. So the count now 1-0-2 now, I'm sorry. Thought that first pitch was called a ball, but now Guest behind in the count, 0-2.
Carson Broadwater loosening again for Laurel Highlands.
And they're going to have to take a few pitches here, try to get Smith to work a little bit. He's only thrown 4 pitches this inning.
Unofficially now 71 for the game.
Right. Unofficially.
Count now even at 2-2.
Gesk and them, he'll be he'll be followed by leadoff hitter Caden Early. The ball's going to be called a ball, so all of a sudden, Gesk able to work the count full. 3-2, 1 out. And Gesk, the sophomore, with the start today, looking to get on base. There's a shot. Nice.
Coffey dropped it.
He's still going to have a chance, but no. It's going to be called safe. Wow.
And a big collision over there at first. Zach O'Brien and C.J. Gesk. Gesk kind of went tumbling over O'Brien right of the line. So Gesk, as Tony said, safe over there at first.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I guess we're going to have to give Coffee an error there. It was a tough play. Really should have had it. But Gesk going to get on an E4. So now that's going to give the Mustangs their base runner with the top of the order up now. It's early. Early, as we said. 2 for 3 here today. Grounded out off the pitcher in the first inning. Tripled in the third and scored, and singled in the fourth, and also scored a run today. So he's got 2 runs and a couple of hits. First pitch was outside. Second pitch fouled off by Early, so 1-1 count. Gesk at first. Braden McKnight waiting on deck patiently. As Brian said, Broadwater down in the bullpen for the Mustangs. Gesk with about a 3-step lead off of first. There's a pop fly coming back.
Not going to make it back to us.
Not going to make it back to us, but I'll bet you there's a lot of baseballs in these in these woods over here. You'd think they might want to cut this down a little bit.
I was surprised, too. I actually had to run about 200 feet of cabling from down there. They have a generator that's keeping us on the air.
Wow. And Smith comes back and gets Early to get out on strikes. So that's going to be the 4th strikeout of the day for Smith. And that's the second out of the inning. Now it's going to bring up Braden McKnight. There's a throw over to check on Gesk, but Gesk gets back, diving into first.
A couple of Golden Lions on the hill trying to search for those balls. Reminds me of us looking out for your golf balls still on some of drives.
I got a lot of them. I left some in Florida, too. A couple Turtles got them.
Of course, we're not far away from Hannistown Golf Course as well, right over the hill. Former Greensburg-Salem basketball coach Craig Mankin's actually the head pro over at Hannistown.
And it's a beautiful track.
Runner going.
And there's a flare. Is it going to stay fair? No, it's going to get out of play.
Get lost in the woods again.
Yeah. Gesk was running on the pitch. So now they track down one. Now they get to go for another one here somewhere in the swamps of Jersey down in left field. McKnight 0-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He's going to take off for first. Throw going to be made, and barely. Nice scoop there by first baseman Zach O'Brien. Falvo didn't really give himself much of an angle there, trying to stay behind the runner and kind of flipped it over him, but nice play by O'Brien. So, top of the 5th inning, no damage for the Mustangs. They're going to leave 1. So we're going to go bottom of the 5th inning. The Mustangs lead the Golden Lions 8-7.
Spring forward to home construction season. First Federal of Greene County's variety of construction and improvement loans puts you in charge of your dream home project. First Federal gives you all of the tools you need with construction loans, owner-builder loans, FHA Title I improvement loans, and home equity loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Welcome back to Greensburg-Salem High School. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning, the Mustangs lead the Golden Lions 8-7. Golden Lions now with some activity in the bullpen as well. We'll try to get a number.
It's Owen Tudich.
So Tudich warming up.
Mustangs sticking with Braden McKnight for now. We did see Carson Broadwater loosening up in between innings as well.
It'll be interesting to see how long they'll ride him. I only have Broadwater at 40 pitches.
That'll be McKnight at 40
I'm sorry,
pitches.
McKnight, I'm sorry. I had him at 40 pitches, so leading off for the Golden Lions will be Dominic Falvo. He'll be followed by Zach O'Brien and Garrett Cribbs, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Golden Lions.
Mustangs would like an easy inning here defensively.
There's the first pitch. Called low, ball 1.
What a wild game so far. Mustangs got around to the top of the first. Greensburg-Salem 4 in the bottom of the first. Mustangs got back to within 1 at 4-3 with 2 in the top of the third.
That's going to be called a ball, too. A little bit low there by McKnight.
And Laurel Highlands a big top of the fourth inning with 5 runs. Had an 8-4 lead in the bottom half of the fourth. Greensburg-Salem getting 3 to get back to within 1 at 8-7.
There's a strike, so now 2-1. Falvo today 1 for 2 on the day. He singled in a run in the first inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in his second at bat on a play that McKnight made to force Teska at third base, which proved to be big at that time. Count now 3-1. McKnight's going to have to come back here. Walks are not your friend in high school baseball. And there it is. Ball 4.
So you wonder now, Tony, you have the game-tying run now on first base. We're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. How long do you ride Braden McKnight? We're going to get a courtesy runner coming out here for the catcher, Falvo.
You also have Coach DeBerry coming out talking to the umpire, so looks like it might be a switch. McLean's going to head into the dugout. Looks like he's going to strip off the gear. Maybe he's coming in to pitch. Let's see what happens.
McLean has been used in relief.
Okay, so they're going to put Chambers. Okay, wait a second. What do we got here, Brian? Trying to figure it out. Looks like Geska is going to be coming out of the game.
CJ was in right field.
Well, he's coming in, though.
That's odd to happen with 1 out. Well, actually, without an out here in the inning, just after the walk from Falvo, if you're not going to make a pitching change.
No, I think you're going to have McLean coming in.
To pitch?
Yep.
Okay, so let's take a quick timeout. It's 8-7. We will have a new pitcher here for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands trying to hang on. Pitching change. We're back in 90 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Visit C. Harper Chevy and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months, 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 tax-free equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for tax penalties and for payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends May 3rd, 2021. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000 or visit charperchevy.com.
Elect Patrick Livingston for your next North Union Township supervisor. I was born, raised, and currently reside in North Union Township. I have the desire, skills, and experience to help North Union Township continue to thrive. I hold a valid commercial driver's license and the ability to operate equipment necessary to maintain and benefit township residents. My ability to work well with others to ensure a job well done bodes well for the township's success. I am asking for your support in the upcoming election.
Paid for by the candidate.
So we have multiple changes here for Laurel Highlands. The new pitcher is Alex McLean. We're trying to get confirmation on who the catcher is. It's either Tristan McCoy or Joe Chambers. Ty Sankovic now playing second. Kumar still playing third. Or check that, Kumar still playing short, and now showing bunt and pulling back Zach O'Brien, but it's going to be an opportunity here for Falvo, Tony, to get down to second.
Right. Yeah, and just maybe a little miscommunication there on the signals or whatever, but that ball got away from the catcher. Now all of a sudden, you're right. Falvo at second base.
Zach 1-0.
Zach O'Brien 0 for 2 today. That ball's going to be called a strike. So you've got McKnight back at third, Kumar at short, Sankovic now at second, Braden O'Brien at first. Outfield remains the same, D'Amico, Early, and Gesk in right.
Didn't Gesk come in, though, from right?
I'm trying to look who's out there. I think he might have came in and got a drink, but I'm trying to see.
That's what we're trying to confirm, if it's McCoy or Chambers catching, because Chambers came in as well, as Chambers moved out to right, and then Gesk is out of the game with McCoy catching. We'll try to get some confirmation in between innings. And we're situated high up above down the third baseline, not really close to the action.
I think it's still Gesk in right. There's a shot down the line.
Just foul.
Just foul. Early giving up a lot of line. Unfortunately, that ball bounced foul.
It is still C.J. Gesk out there in right.
Yeah,
he just turned around.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yep.
So it might be Chambers catching, not McCoy right now.
Yeah, Chambers might be behind the dish. We're going to have to check it out. Let's see. They're telling McKnight to back up at third. There's a shot. It's going to fall in for a base hit. That's going to bring in the tying run. Here's a throw by Early. Is there a play at the plate? No.
That's the courtesy runner, Matt Caboli, that scores on the play, running there for Falvo.
So Zach O'Brien with an RBI single, tying this game up.
And still nobody out as we work here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
What an interesting game, though. Jeez, oh whiz.
A little bit of everything.
We've seen it all.
Game now knotted up at 8, and still a lot of baseball to play, just here in the bottom of the 5th.
And that's going to bring up Cribbs. Cribbs struck out his first time up, but then was hit by a pitch and actually stole home on a wild pitch. There's a strike. Catching the inside corner was McLean. So now the book is finished on McKnight. We'll give you those totals here in a minute.
McLean would be the pitcher of record.
Exactly.
What's interesting is the Mustangs on their 3rd pitcher, and Greensburg-Salem, at least so far, have only used Jacob Smith. We'll see if that trend continues in the top of the 6th inning.
Right. Final numbers on McKnight. He's going to pitch 3+ innings. He's going to give up 4 runs, all earned on 4 hits. Struck out 2 and 1 base on ball with a hit batter as well.
Big 1-2 pitch here.
Pop fly. Kumar drifting over, and McKnight, and that ball's going to fall, and it's going to be a fair ball too.
Correct. Again, The wind has been an issue all afternoon long, and McKnight and D'Amico both in the vicinity. Neither one could come up with it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, though, at that point in time, that's the shortstop's ball. It's a much easier play for him drifting back. Now let's see what happens. Here's Coach DeBerry going to come in and try to set the defense. All of a sudden, you got another runner in scoring position for the Golden Lions, and Cribbs. What are we going to score that, Brian?
He might give him a hit there. I mean, it's tough to...
It was a tough play.
Yeah.
I mean, really was, with the wind and drifting back. So we'll be Christian here today, and we'll give him a hit. So now 2 hits in the inning as well as a base on ball, and all of a sudden the Mustangs trying to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Who would have thought we would have saw this kind of game today? Laurel Highlands started their ace, Nick Kumar, 15 strikeouts against the top team in the conference, Bell Vernon, last time out a week ago Monday, and he got lit up early, gave up 4 in the bottom of the 1st. Mustangs on their 3rd pitcher of the afternoon, and this game tied at 8, Greensburg-Salem threatening.
And there's a foul. Sarsfield trying to drop a bunt down.
Even this inning, you had hitters 7, 8, and 9. Falvo batting 143, O'Brien batting 161, and Cribbs came in with an 083 average, and all 3 of them reached base safely.
Yeah. Well, as you said, 1 with a walk and 2 hits back-to-back. Here's Sarsfield. See if he squares around again, and he does, and that ball's going to get away from the catcher and put 2 runners in scoring position. So even though the bunt was not effective, he advanced the runners no matter what. So now with a 1-1 count, you have the leadoff man, Sarsfield, with a chance to score 2 big runs here for the Golden Lions.
Greensburg-Salem, all kinds of momentum now at this juncture of the game.
Yeah, and it's getting late now. We're, like I said, in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a pitch going to be fouled back by Sarsfield. So now McLean looking to get out of this inning. Kind of interesting, too, that they brought the catcher in after...
Yeah, after you're catching for 5 innings. That's not easy to come in then and pitch. Now they're bringing the infield in here with runners on 2nd and 3rd and nobody out.
Yeah. Thought maybe they would stay back, but wow, there's a shot, and it's going to be a bleeder.
Wow.
And is it going to play two? Here's D'Amico with the charge, but he bobbles it. Oh, wow, Cribbs didn't listen to his coach. Should have scored easily. Kind of lost his footing there. And D'Amico able to corral the ball, but fortunately for the Mustangs, only O'Brien scores.
Yeah, Cribbs should have easily scored on that play, as you said, Tone.
Yep.
But still, the Golden Lions enough to retake the lead now at 9-8.
Yep, so the RBI single now by Sarsfield. That's going to put runners on the corners. Yeah, Cribbs, I think what happened was he didn't think he was going to be quick enough to get there. Kind of made the turn and stumbled a little bit, but then D'Amico dropped the ball. Cribbs could have scored easily, but he retreated back.
Batter going here again.
Yep. So he retreated back to third base thinking there might be a play. So
and they've gotten to McLean, 3 straight hits off of Alex McLean, and you have to wonder, infield coming in here again, maybe make a move towards Broadwater.
Well, you're getting to that point right now. I mean, as you said, 2 more games this week, but guess what?
Who cares about those 2 games right now? You need a section win.
That's exactly right. And a loss right now would be big. As you said, West Mifflin on the heels of Vernon as well.
A big strikeout, much needed there from Alex McLean.
So that's going to be his first K and his first put out, the first out of this inning. So now the Golden Lions lead 9-8. Tudich coming to plate. Tudich 0 for 3.
Did get on via an error last time up. Infield still in.
Yeah, just moved that foot there. Almost got hit by that pitch. So count now 1-0, 1 out. And with the infield in, pretty easy to hit a gap there, even between first and second. Sankovic and O'Brien on the right side of the infield for the Mustangs. Count now 2-0.
Another low pitch there from Alex McLean.
McLean, I have him at 18 pitches here in this inning.
Came on in relief of Braden McKnight. And McLean, the 3rd Mustang pitcher of the afternoon.
There's a shot. Going to get through. Nope, it's going to be
juggled.
Well, and the other thing, too, was, I mean, even if the play was made, McLean didn't get off the mound to go cover the base.
Correct. You had nobody over at first.
Yeah,
just all kinds of miscommunication in the infield. Laurel Highlands not focused here this afternoon. Now they trail 10-8.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, you can't really give them a hit. I guess we're going to have to give a team error.
Yeah.
I mean...
Run scored for Cribbs, 3 across now here in the bottom of the 5th. The Greensburg-Salem a 2-run lead. And still only 1 out here in the inning.
And the Mustangs now back on their heels.
Hayden Teska at the plate. He's the 7th Golden Lion to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And you're right. They keep this up. I'm not so sure Coach DeBerry and the Mustangs are going to want me here anymore. That might be the bad luck charm here.
That pitch inside there to Teska. He's reached base safe and every plate appearance so far.
2 for 2.
A lob over to first. I think you were right, though. A tough move to make for McLean catching than going out to pitch in the middle of a game on a 80-degree afternoon.
Well, on an 80-degree afternoon, and you got to figure.
Runner going here again.
That ball's going to get past the catcher, but...
And the other thing you lose, too, McLean was doing a great job behind home plate. We think it's Chambers catching right now, but, again, not to knock any of the guys out there, but I think you lose a strength there behind home plate as well.
I agree. Well, and the thing of it is, as we said, Kumar threw a lot of pitches. McKnight had a decent pitch count at 40. But the thing of it is, I mean, you're still getting the ball back to the pitcher how many times? And then you come in to pitch. I mean, he's basically throwing... You could say he's basically throwing right now.
Yeah, 100 pitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Count out 2-1, 1 out, 10-8 now. Greensburg-Salem in the lead.
There's another one. Shot to Gesk. He's able to corral it.
Barely.
Fought the sun. Nice catch there to stay with it, but still it's going to be a sacrifice fly for Teska. So Teska with an RBI. And that's going to score Sarsfield.
4 runs across now for Greensburg-Salem. Here in the bottom of the 5th, they lead it 11-8.
Right, and that's Teska's first RBI of the day.
Much needed second outs, but the Mustangs once again will have to get the bats going in the top half of the 6th inning. They'll have Kumar, McLean, and O'Brien coming up.
Ball's going to be fouled back.
Norishko, the 8th Golden Lion to bat here in this bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, and Kruth waiting on deck, and I can tell you, Kruth has had a good game. He's had a couple hits and drove in a couple runs. So I think you want to try to get out of here as quick as you can for Marichko, and he's going to hit the ball down to first base. O'Brien's going to corral it, but he can't pick it up.
No play, wow.
No play. And regretfully, you're going to have to give an error to O'Brien, and it's going to score another run.
Yeah, all kinds of mental errors you just do not normally see from this Laurel Highlands team. What should have been a routine play there, again not made. It's now 5 across for Greensburg-Salem. They played 8 runs over the last 2 innings, and now lead it 12-8.
Yeah, this is not what we expected.
No, this is totally unbelievable. You talk about why they play the game.
Yep.
I thought we were going to come in and out of here with a quick one from Nick Kumar on the mound, but you had 20 total runs scored in this game. We're still working here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Right.
And you have Colin Kruth now, the 9th Golden Lion to bat here in the bottom of the 5th.
And you got Falvo on deck. He's waiting to get his second chance here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, 2 strikes, though, on Kruth. He's 2 for 3 today. A couple of RBIs and a stolen base back in the 1st inning as well. Laurel Highlands just trying to get out of here.
McLean rocks and deals. Pitch just missed on the inside.
You talked about that wild Uniontown West Mifflin game yesterday where the Red Raiders led 6-1 going to the bottom of the 7th inning, committed 3 errors, and ended up giving up 6 runs in that inning and lost 7-6. This game's right up there like it, the way we've seen these swings in this contest.
Well, we've seen a couple errors by the Mustangs in this inning. And you're right, Brian. This is a similar game to the game that Uniontown and Greensburg-Salem played. And actually, Greensburg-Salem blew a lead late. It was 11-10. The Red Raiders picked up a victory, but same thing. They blew a couple-run lead in the last inning and couldn't come back.
More than just errors, though. I think it's more mental breakdowns today for Laurel Highlands. Plays that should be routine just aren't being made from guys that are more than capable of making those plays.
Well, we saw that early on, even the single that went up the middle of the time whenever Sankovic and Chambers kind of miscommunicated there a little bit, and they didn't get to it. And the ball went right up the middle and scored a couple runs. That was a Kruth single, actually.
And you go back and look at yesterday's game, the Mustangs pretty sure-handed in the field and played well a week ago Monday against Bell Vernon, handily knocking off the top team in the section. Had some of those breakdowns, though, Tuesday on the road, and now you're going to have another situation here where Marichko's going to move in a second and the count's going to go full of 3-2. It seems like for whatever reason, some of these road games, the Mustangs not getting off the bus with their head in the right place.
Yeah. Well, you're down 4-1 early. But I'll tell you what, right now, this is a surprise to me. Strike 3. Ooh, catches the inside corner. Wow, Kruth doesn't agree with it. The fans don't agree with it either.
But ends the inning.
Ends the inning no matter who agrees with it. So the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions score 5 runs in that inning on 3 hits. There were a couple errors. 1 man left on base. So after 5 complete, it's the Golden Lions 12 and the Mustangs 8. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning right after these messages.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Democrats and Republicans vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Uniontown Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. He'll continue to secure funding to improve infrastructure, continue developing and improving recreation areas, and expanding the sheepskin trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. Vote for Curtis Matthews, the most qualified, experienced, and dedicated candidate.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
Moving now to the top of the sixth inning, 12-8, Greensburg-Salem leading Laurel Highlands. Owen Tudich, the new pitcher for Greensburg-Salem, coming on in relief of Jacob Smith. Jacob Smith now out in left field. Tudich, for the season, he's worked 13 2/3 innings, and he comes in without a decision. This will be his sixth appearance. 1.54 ERA, so he's pitched well, given up 17 hits, 14 runs, but only 3 of them earned. Struck out 9, walked 7. He's faced 70 batters so far this season. And it'll be Nick Kumar, Alex McLean, and Braden O'Brien here in the top half of the sixth. First pitch swinging, and a swing and a miss from Nick Kumar. And they count at 0-1. Kumar, a busy afternoon. Sac fly RBI back in the first inning, walked in the third. Picked up a 2 RBI double and scored a run last time up in the fourth inning. Got the start on the mound today, but lasted only an inning plus. That pitch missing, count even at 1-1.
Okay, so the final numbers on Jacob Smith today: 5 innings pitched. He gave up 8 runs, all earned on 9 hits. Struck out 5, walked 1, had 2 hit batters, and actually, right now is the pitcher record for the win.
Count now 1-2. Tudich to Kumar. Tudich from the stretch. Breaking ball, and Kumar, a little check swing, is going to drop over the head of Caden Coffey for another base hit. So Nick Kumar's been on base safely in every plate appearance so far this afternoon. And the Mustangs trying to start their rally here, Tone, in the top half of the sixth, down 12-8.
Well, they're going to have to do something, Brian. You're running out. You're down to 6 outs, down 4 runs. You got to score here, and then hopefully the bullpen. Not so sure if we're going to see McLean the next inning. Maybe Broadwater comes in. I don't know, but we'll see what happens here.
We're going to throw over to first. The ball actually hit Kumar on the throw in the back.
Kind of rubbing his gluteus maximus there a little bit.
Yes.
Fortunately for Greensburg-Salem, that ball didn't get on right field line.
Now the first pitch here to Alex McLean, and he'll set it high in the air. Look out here to deep right field. Garrett Cribbs backing up, and he makes the grab.
Wow.
That was a tough play for Cribbs out in right, but did a nice job retiring McLean for the first out of this top half of the sixth.
Yeah, and it's funny because the wind just kicked up as soon as McLean put that ball into play, and Cribbs kind of was fighting it real good, but I'll tell you what, made a nice play and got underneath and recorded the first out of this inning. And that was a big play right there because Kumar, with good speed, would have scored easily if that ball gets over his head.
Now Braden O'Brien at the plate. First pitch to O'Brien, and he'll rip it here in the gap to left center field, and this will fall over the head of Dylan Sarsfield. Kumar rounding second, ball back to the wall. Relay coming in, stand-up double for O'Brien, and it will plate Nick Kumar as the Mustangs get a run back. It's 12-9.
Yeah, and O'Brien picks up his 3rd RBI of the day. Nick Kumar able to score, cut the lead now to 12-9.
Got to keep his bat in the lineup as well as O'Brien's hit the ball. He's actually had 3 productive at-bats today. The single to left field and an RBI back in the 3rd inning. Sac fly RBI in the 4th, and now another RBI double here, driving in Kumar. Mustangs back to within 3 with Joe Chambers at the plate.
Right. Both O'Brien and Kumar with 3 RBIs here today for the Mustangs.
First pitch inside. That's going to be Tristan McCoy, they're telling me, now in there. So that must be McCoy that's catching, not Chambers.
Right. Yeah, we couldn't tell. So McCoy, with his first at bat, takes a ball high. Count now 2-0. Yeah, we couldn't tell. And the dugout's kind of blocking us as well. Got to give thanks to our friend Bart Lemansky over there, checking in, helping us score.
Count out 2-0, though, to McCoy.
Runner on second, O'Brien.
That pitch inside, but catching the inside corner for a strike. Now 2-1.
So Chambers finishes the day, 1 for 3. We saw him go in, and they made a couple switches at the same time and just couldn't tell. So McCoy's going to foul that one off. Even the count now at 2-2. Still only one out. The Mustangs with another runner in scoring position in Braden O'Brien, who just doubled in Nick Kumar for the 9th run of the game for the Mustangs.
West Mifflin up 7-2 over Uniontown in the 5th. So the Red Raiders having another tough time this afternoon down at Bailey Park. That pitch in there for a strike to Tristan McCoy. That'll send down McCoy. And a much-needed strikeout for Owen Tudich. And now 2 down here in this top half of the 6th inning with Carson D'Amico coming to the plate.
And D'Amico 0 for 2 today. Got hit by a pitch, grounded out to short, and grounded out to third. He takes that first pitch inside for a ball.
D'Amico came in with a .455 average and 9 RBIs. Mustangs with Braden O'Brien on second. 2 outs, though, here in this top half of the 6th. Laurel Highlands still down 3 at 12-9. That pitch just missing 2-0 now to Carson D'Amico.
And Tudich coming in. As we said, in relief of Smith. Smith gave him 5 good innings, really.
Next pitch on the way, and that one just missing for ball 3. So 3-0 now to Carson D'Amico with Ty Stankovic due up next. After think Stankovic is due, came in with a .379 average. He's 0 for 3 today.
I would agree. I don't think you want to get to that point if you're the Golden Lions.
3-0 pitch, finally a strike there from Tudich, moves it to 3-1.
And Stankovic with enough power, as we said, you get the ball up in this breeze to right field, short porch, 315. He's got the power to get it out of here.
Starting to see some long shadows as well. 3-1, D'Amico, another rip to right center. This one drops in between Cribbs and Sarsfield. Rounding third and easily scoring on the play is O'Brien. Sliding into second safely is Carson D'Amico. So D'Amico an RBI double. Mustangs get another one back, and it's 12-10.
And D'Amico picks up his team-leading 10th RBI, first one in double figures for the Mustangs. But more importantly, Braden O'Brien scores. And that brings up Stankovic, as you mentioned, 0 for 3 today, so he's about due too.
Batting from the left side, and first pitch swinging there. Is it a fair ball? Yes, it is. Now they got to rule it foul.
They ruled it foul, yep.
Boy, it was close.
It was real close. It looked like he missed by maybe about a foot. Interesting.
That would have scored D'Amico.
Oh, easily. Yeah, D'Amico's running on the hit with 2 outs. That would have scored him easily, and I'm sure Stankovic, he's got decent speed, although the ball wasn't very deep. I wouldn't think he would have got to second base, but at least he would have got the RBI.
0-1 now to Stankovic, breaking ball. And that one missing, and even up the count at 1-1.
C.J. Gesk waiting on deck.
It's 12-10 now. Mustangs down 2. Stankovic taking another pitch there. Moves the count to 2-1.
Tudich with 19 pitches unofficially here in this inning. Almost feels like our basketball games, Brian.
Yes.
Whoever has the ball last.
I think we've had some halftime scores that haven't been this high.
God.
3-1 now.
I do remember one game
yes.
that way.
I think it was a playoff game, too.
Yes, it was. Yee.
Now the 3-1 on the way, and this one from Stankovic might have foul tipped it. Nonetheless, it's going to be 3-2, and we're full.
Going to be full was right. And D'Amico, Golden Lions trying to hold him there so he can't get too sizable of a lead from second.
Payoff pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3, big-time strikeouts to end the inning from Owen Tudich. Mustangs get 2 back. I think at the bottom of the 6th, it's 12-10. Greensburg-Salem over Laurel Highlands here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Visit Sea Harbor Chevy East and drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox with all-wheel drive for only $169 a month. Security deposit waived. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is for GMF or well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash credit equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Residency restrictions apply. While supplies last. Sale ends May 3rd, 2021. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231 or visit CHarperChevyEast.com.
Sam Davis was a gift from heaven. He knows the law and the court system unlike anyone else I've ever met or seen. Sam helped me get through the federal court system with the best possible outcome.
Davis & Davis, personal injury and workers' comp.
We at Davis & Davis are humbled by what our clients have to say about us. If you've been injured, call me, Jim Davis, for a free consultation. We have been helping injured people for over 40 years. Call 724-437-2799.
Dominic Falvo leading off this bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch inside there from Alex McLean, almost hitting Falvo on the count at 1-0.
Falvo leading off the inning, similar, same as he did in the 5th, Brian. Led off that inning with a walk and ended up scoring.
Greensburg-Salem sent 9 men to the plate back in the 5th inning. We're working here in the bottom of the 6th. Laurel Highlands will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th, and they'll have C.J. Guest, Caden Early, and Braden McKnight due up. Count now 2-0. The 2-0 pitch here, a little chin music. They're on Falvo on the count at 3-0. The question is here, if McLean lets a golden line or two get on base, how long do you stick with him? I think Carson Broadwater will be the next option in the Mustang bullpen.
Well, you would think, but the other thing is he hasn't thrown a pitch really for about the last 3 innings, even warming up, which is kind of surprising. I mean, at least he should have been out there tossing a little bit to be ready, because at this point, Mustangs cannot give up any more runs.
3-0 pitch finds the strike zone now, 3-1. Now the 3-1 on the way, inside for ball 4. I think you got to make a move here soon. You're down to your final 3 outs. You can't allow Greensburg-Salem to get another one back here in the bottom of the 6th inning and pull ahead even more.
I agree with you. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner for Falvo.
Last time it was Caboli on a run. It's going to be Caboli again to run.
Yep. So Caboli, who actually scored that run, I should say. I gave credit to Falvo, but it was Caboli who pinch ran for him. Courtesy ran for him, I'm sorry, in the 5th.
And now Zach O'Brien at the plate. He had the RBI single last time up.
It's where the Mustangs wanted 7, 8, 9 hitters, but then you walk the first guy up in the top of this inning. I'm sorry, in the bottom of this inning to lead it off. Now you got a base runner, and now you need some magic to get out of here.
McLean checking Caboli back safely. Now runner going. Pitch misses inside. Throw down to second. Not even close. Goes into center field.
Yeah.
And Tristan McCoy is the Mustang catcher right now. They took Joe Chambers out of the game after the last switch where McLean came on to pitch. And now you have Falvo in a scoring position.
Yeah, and it's...
And the count 0-1 now to Zach O'Brien.
And as you said, O'Brien with a big hit in that 5th inning to drive in a run. It takes a good hack there. Fouls it back off of McLean.
Scott,
now 0-2.
Laurel Highlands head coach Scott DeBerry said after the loss on Tuesday against Bell Vernon was one of those games that really make you feel sick. To me, this would even feel worse.
I would agree.
Losing 12-10 here against Greensburg-Salem if they don't come back. Pitching your ace in a game that you're certainly a heavy favorite to win. And that pitch missing inside. When I talked to Kenny Musco last night after Uniontown blew a 6-1 lead, he said he wanted to jump off a bridge.
I can understand that. These coaches, man, it'll make you lose
a
lot of sleep, no doubt.
You're right on that. Count now 1-2. This ball hit foul. That catch a golden lion over there.
No, he's acting like it had actually caught the fence. He kind of fell off the bucket.
Stars would look like he was shot.
Got to look for a sniper up here on the hill. He can hear you down there.
Count at 1-2. That one high and inside. Takes it to 2-2. Boy, he went down.
He put it on, man.
I thought it was like, did the ball go through the screen or something the way he went down? He really got out of the way.
That was funny.
2-2 on the way. Inside and it hits Zach O'Brien. Wow. Now you got 2 on, nobody out. Greensburg-Salem up 2. You're going to be down to your final 3 outs. Next half inning.
Yep.
Coach DeBerry not making a move yet. Starting to inch a little bit.
Yeah. Waiting for him to get now. No, he's giving defensive signals.
Couple signals there. It's Garrett Cribbs at the plate.
Cribbs singled in a run last inning as well.
Was hit by a pitch before that and scored a run. He scored 2 runs in this game. Mustang infield coming in here a little bit. Showing bunt, then pulling back. As Garrett Cribbs, pitch misses for ball 1.
So the wheel play on for the Mustangs. Corners are charging. Kumar coming from a shortstop position to cover third.
1-0 pitch here to Garrett Cribbs. Long looking from Alex McLean. Now throw back to second, and on the bag there is Caboli.
Yeah, nice job by Caboli. Don't mess around. Don't get picked off here. That'd be rough. Get 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. You got the leadoff batter Sarsfield on deck, and you got Cribbs, as you said, who had to hit the last time up. He still squared around a bunt.
Pulled back again, count now at 2-0. A 12-10 lead for Greensburg-Salem. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. 2-0 pitch on the way, again low and inside, 3-0.
Wow.
If he gets on base here, you got to make a move.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, he's the last batter in the order.
That's what I mean. You're going to have to, no matter what, you're going to be dealing with Sarsfield, Smith, and some of those guys coming through the order already for the 5th time here in the 6th inning. 3-0 on the way. Ball 4, bases loaded.
So,
Coach DeBerry inching out, and here we get a pitching change here. The bases loaded, and Greensburg-Salem leading 12-10, nobody out. It's going to be Carson Broadwater. We're back to tell you about the new Mustang pitcher right after this here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, 724-437-7500.
Democrats and Republicans vote for experience. Re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor. Kurt will continue to vote no to increase your taxes in North Union. He'll continue to secure funding to improve infrastructure, continue developing and improving recreation areas, and expanding the Sheepskin Trail. Kurt Matthews will continue to work as a team with his fellow supervisors and for all residents of North Union Township, Democrat or Republican. Vote for Curtis Matthews, the most qualified, experienced, and dedicated candidate.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Curtis Matthews, North Union Township Supervisor.
We're back here at Greensburg-Salem. Golden Lions leading the Mustangs 12-10. We're working here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Carson Broadwater coming on to pitch. He'll be the 4th pitcher the Mustangs have used this afternoon. And for Broadwater on the season, comes in with a 1-0 record, 3.11 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance already this season. Worked 1 inning, picked up the save yesterday against Greensburg-Salem. Would love to pick up the win here today. Has worked 18 innings, given up 23 hits, 16 runs, 8 of them earned, struck out 15 and walked 5. He's faced 86 batters so far this season. Dylan Sarsfield will be at the 87th, and he'll get a quick strike here on Sarsfield. But tough spot to come into here, Tone. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're down 2. And the Golden Lions threatening here again with the top of the order, and the dangerous Sarsfield. And that one from Broadwater missing in the count even at 1-1.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, you've got the infield in, so it gives the hitter a distinct advantage too with the little flare. But the Mustangs got to try to cut off a run here if it's hit to the infield.
1-1, big time cut there from Sarsfield, came up empty. Count now 1-2.
And I'm trying to come up with the stats for McLean. We'll have that. He's obviously responsible for these 3 runners on base now.
1-2 pitch. Broadwater would love a strikeout breaking ball, and he got Sarsfield chasing. Can't go anywhere with the bases loaded, even though the ball is dropped there by McLean. Goes in the books as a strikeout. McLean is back on to catch. McCoy came on when McLean was pitching, but a much-needed strikeout setting down Sarsfield, and now one away here in the bottom half of the sixth.
Right. And now you have Jacob Smith coming up. Smith 0 for 3.
First pitch to Smith. First pitch swinging, and that ball foul.
Wow.
Down the third base line.
Fortunate
Counted 0-1.
Ball had a little bit of a tail on it.
Yes, it did.
D'Amico goes down in the corner to get it. I mean, at that point, you know 2 runs are going to score, possibly 3. We saw Cribbs has pretty good speed, and he's at first. So Smith, as we said, 0 for 3 today. Did walk and score in that first inning and pulls that one foul down the right field line.
So 2 quick strikes here on Jacob Smith.
Broadwater coming in. This would be a huge out right here.
Was very effective yesterday when he came on in relief. Just worked the 7th inning, coming on in relief of Joe Chambers, and retired Coffey, O'Brien, and Sigenfuss 1-2-3.
Actually picked up the save in that situation.
Yes, he did. Count out 1-2 to Jacob Smith.
And Tudich waiting on deck.
Now the 1-2 pitch. This ball grounded to shortstop there by Kumar, coming home for the force out. And out at home is the lead runner, Dominic Felbo. Is actually Caboli on a run for him.
Right.
So it goes 6-2, getting the lead runner, and the score still 12-10.
And Smith is going to now be on first. You're going to have O'Brien at third, Cribbs at second, and Owen Tudich coming to bat.
First pitch to Tudich, and this ball hit into left, and charging and getting is Carson D'Amico for the 3rd out of the inning. So great job from Carson Broadwater. 3 quick outs with the bases loaded. Mustangs still have a chance down to their final 3 outs when we come back. 12-10 Golden Lions here on the C.R. Piranha Group High School Sports Day.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
With the rest of the world, Peachin Pharmacy is following the developments of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your safety is a priority at Peachin Pharmacy. For prescriptions, you have many options. Peachin's offers free delivery, free mail, and curbside pickup. If you come into the store, Peachin's follows all of the CDC and state safety recommendations. As always, if you have concerns about your medications, call 724-626-9600 or visit Peachin Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville or online at peachinpharmacy.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Welcome back to Greensburg-Salem High School. We're going into the top of the 7th inning. The Mustangs down to their final 3 outs. They trail 12-10. The Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions.
A long game so far, 2 hours and 19 minutes old.
2 hours and 19 minutes, and we're going to go a little bit longer.
Might have some bonus baseball this afternoon. You never know.
Well, the Mustangs going to have C.J. Guest, the number 9 hitter, leading off. He'll be followed by Caden Early and Braden McKnight. Guest looking to get it started here for the Mustangs against Tudich, who comes in for his 2nd inning of work.
Long shadows now in the infield.
First pitch called a strike on Gesk.
Have to be aggressive at this juncture of the game. Down 2.
And this would be a tough loss for the Mustangs if they cannot pull it out. Ball 1. Count evens up at 1-1.
Guest grounded out 5-3 back in the 2nd inning. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 4th and got on via an error in the 5th.
There's a pitch. He's going to foul this one back out of play. Barely out of play.
Count out 1-2.
Ball actually hit the fence. Catcher Salvo made an attempt at it, but ball just hit the fence there, luckily. So Gesk now in the hole 1-2. Gesk 0 for 2 today. Grounded out the third. First time up was hit by a pitch and scored a run. Reached on an error by the second baseman, Coffey, his last at bat. Reaches out and grabs this one. Hits it to Teska short, and he's going to be safe.
Yeah, how's a high throw coming in, and O'Brien is able to get back down on the bag, and what a way to start the inning for C.J. Gesk.
Yeah, we're going to give it a E6.
You wouldn't expect that high throw coming in from Teska.
Not at all.
Who's normally pretty reliable, was the catcher yesterday over a shortstop today. And now the Mustangs a little life, game-tying run coming to the plate here in Caden early.
Well, he fumbled that ball just a bit. Enabled Guest to beat it out. Guest showing good speed now early. He's got a couple hits on the day. He's going to foul this one up our way, Brian.
Not going to reach us.
And I'm not going to
the
get
high
it
hay. No. Might find it in there after I'm rolling up all the extension cord after the game today.
Nah. Kid says, I ain't going up in there to either look for it.
Count 0-1.
The pitch down and away. Count evens up at 1-1. Early. Grounded out his first time up. Tripled in the third and scored. Singled in the fourth.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, the score on your scoreboard's correct at 12-10.
It's going to be a tough play, too. Here's Tiska again, and it's going to be thrown away.
Wow. And down over at first, holding his knee there is Caden Early.
Looks like Early. I don't know if he tripped over the bag. Not exactly sure. Looks like he's up and walking on his own, though. But again, we're going to have to go E6.
Yeah, where are these throws coming from? From Teska, just two uncharacteristic throws from Teska, back-to-back E6s. Game-tying run now on first. Go-ahead run at the plate for the Mustangs and Braden McKnight. Now you got the meat of this Mustang order coming up.
Right. You got a dangerous hitter in McKnight, who's got an RBI today. He's got a couple hits, actually 3 hits.
Been a fun one to watch.
It's been interesting, no doubt.
Nobody else.
And now the wind has finally quit blowing as well.
Don't get picked off here.
No. That's one thing early. Looking over, you got the runners on first and third, and that's normally what happens. He's watching the runner at third rather than paying attention.
Yet last Tuesday down at Belle Vernon, the Mustangs had 6 straight hits, but 2 guys got picked off in the 6th and 7th. Runner going here.
They're going to throw down. It's not going to matter anyway. Shortstop came up. I'm sorry, second baseman came in to cut it off.
Pitch was actually called a strike.
Yep, that's going to give Early, though. He's going to make it to second base easily.
Yet he represents the game-tying run right now with nobody out here in the top of the 7th.
And McKnight, as we said, looking for his 4th hit of the game.
Yeah, the Mustangs brought in Carson Broadwater in relief in the 6th inning. I have some confidence in Carson, Tony, if we see the bottom of the 7th.
I agree. That ball's going to be...
Just missed?
Yep, just missed. 2-1. You got the dangerous Nick Kumar on deck. And you know Nick can't wait to get this chance.
A little momentum swing back in Laurel Highlands' direction. Kumar got the start today, only lasted an inning plus.
Right. That ball's up and away.
Now a little pressure here on Tudic's shoulders with a count of 3-1.
Yeah, and the shame of it is, shouldn't have any pressure. He should have 2 outs here.
And 2 routine ground balls.
Here's the pitch. Ball's going to catch the outside corner. No, it's going to be outside.
Wow. And that'll load him up with nobody out. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Mustangs down 2 at 12-10.
Nobody warming up for the Golden Lions, so they're going to ride Tudich no matter what. Here comes Nick Kumar. Nick, sacrifice fly his first time up. He has 3 RBIs today.
He's swinging away.
Oh, you know it. Couple singles. He scored 2 runs, driven in 3.
First pitch low for ball 1. Actually, 1 hopped in front of Dominic Falvo, the catcher. Now he's going to come down, Nick is, to talk to head coach Scott DeBerry. So the situation here, bases loaded for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs down 2, nobody out, top of the 7th inning. Of course, the Golden Lions of Greensburg-Salem will have a crack at it in the bottom half of the 7th.
And that's interesting right there. You got to wonder what he's talking to Coach DeBerry about. He's got bases loaded, fantastic hitter. What I don't understand that, but it'd be interesting to hear what he actually talked to him about.
Another pitch low. Maybe tell him to take a few here, Tone, because right now, Tudit's struggling on the mound.
Well, he has a green light, though, no doubt. He's got a 2-0 pitch. He's got to be looking dead red right here. And if he gets a fastball that he can handle, he can drive that ball a long way. There's a lot of room in these alleys.
There you go.
He's going to take it deep. He's going to score a run, but it's going to result in an out. Smith with the catch. But it is going to be a sacrifice fly. So Nick with another RBI. That's going to be his 4th on the day. So fly out to Jacob Smith, who switched positions with Tudich. But also at the time, Gesk able to score. So now 1 out. And the Mustangs down to their final 2, but still 2 runners on base.
Your runners on first and second now, is unable to tag there. Was early at second.
There's a first pitch called a strike to McLean.
Guest scored the run to make this a 1-run game now, 12-11.
Right.
You have early at second, McKnight at first, and Alex McLean at the plate.
McLean just pulled his head on that swing right there. He was looking to try to kill it. Just pulled his head. He's going to get called for the strike.
Has 2 quick strikes on him now.
So now 0-2. McLean does have an RBI single in this game.
Went chasing there.
Did go chasing.
3rd time McLean struck out in this game. 1st, 3rd, and now in the 7th. And Braden O'Brien, the last hope here for the Mustangs.
And that's going to be the 3rd strikeout for Tudich in 2 innings of work. And here comes Braden O'Brien, and O'Brien's had a great game too. He's got a couple hits, 3 RBIs, and he's looking to pick up the all-important one here, this 4th one. It's going to tie this game up. Takes a first pitch down and away.
Tudich has got the last couple of Mustangs to, especially McLean, go after that pitch. O'Brien, a good job to back off there.
Now, and the shame of it is Nick Kumar did not miss that pitch by much.
No.
Ball high, good eye there by O'Brien.
O'Brien gets on board. You'd have the spot that was originally occupied by Joe Chambers, and you had McCoy in there. So who would currently be in that spot, Tone?
You would have, that's a good question. That'd be Broadwater's spot.
Broadwater's spot, yep. Correct. And now the ball getting away here from the catcher, Falvo.
And that's big. Get these 2 runners in scoring position.
And a 2-0 count now on O'Brien. So it would be Broadwater's spot. You'd have the option, of course, with the 1 substitution rule. If you didn't want Broadwater to bat in that spot, you could bring somebody else in to bat. They wouldn't be able to come back into the game, but Broadwater would.
Looks like Koffler's on deck.
He would probably bat in Broadwater's spot.
Oh, no. What are they going to do here? Oh, they're going to intentionally walk him. Okay.
So O'Brien intentionally walked. Wow.
I'm thinking, like, wait a minute. We're not switching batters here in the middle
of an at-bat. We've seen everything else, though, here today.
No kidding there. So now it's going to be Koffler batting.
Koffler was 0 for 2 yesterday. Struggled at the plate against Greensburg-Salem. Opportunity to redeem himself. Actually had 2 strikeouts in the early innings. And O'Brien came on to play first base in his spot.
Well, Zach takes the first pitch for a strike. Koffler, the senior, trying to come in and make an impact in this game.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, Mustangs down a run.
Strike 2.
Nice breaking ball there from Tudich.
Every bit of. Now Koffler, got to be defensive. 0-2, 2 outs. The Mustangs trail by 1. Here's a pitch from Tudich. It's going to be a bleeder. No, it's going to be caught.
Wow. Tough way to end it. Caden Coffey making the final out of the game. And big-time upset here, Tone.
I would agree, Brian. Even though the Mustangs scored 1 run in that inning, they left the bases loaded. And that's a tough loss, even though given a couple instances where they could have scored a couple errors, but couldn't take advantage of it, only scoring 1 run and losing 12-11.
We're back to tell you all about it right after this here on the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Day here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, the South Union Township Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Greensburg-Salem upsetting Laurel Highlands 12-11.
WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, in cooperation with the Fayette County Vaccine Task Force, has established a phone number for direct vaccine scheduling. Fayette County residents that would like or need a vaccine can now call 724-430-3900 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. Residents will be scheduled at clinics offered by providers across the county, including clinics operated by WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. When the call center is closed, residents are encouraged to visit FayetteCountyPA.org to complete individual registration. Registrations will be sent to a call bank, and calls will be returned within 72 hours. Again, to schedule your COVID-19 vaccine, call 724-430-3900. That's 724-430-3900 between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, or visit FayetteCountyPA.org to complete registration. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital COVID-19 vaccine clinic is located inside the Uniontown Mall, inside the former Burlington Coat Factory. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us, here for you.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in. And you'll see there's a whole new Ford for you and me.
So why not drive a Ford again? With a lineup of new products leading the way, like the all-new Bronco and Bronco Sport, with standard class-leading technology like pre-collision assist, blind spot monitoring, and lane-keeping assist in 4 different models, and class-leading ground clearance over any of our competitors. The auto industry is changing daily. New and pre-owned inventory is at an all-time low. That means your trade-in is worth more than ever. And if you're looking to sell your car or truck, we may be able to help. Come in and see the complete line of trucks, SUVs, and Mustangs at Ford of Uniontown, a 5-time President Award-winning dealer. Top of the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated fairly by your employer or its insurance carrier? Our experienced workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law will be glad to meet with you and answer your questions at no cost to see if we can help. Call our office at 724-439-3939. That's 724-439-3939. Or visit us online at radlaw.net or on Facebook. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Greensburg-Salem, a 12-11 win here over Laurel Highlands. Here's Tony to tell you all about it.
All right, your final numbers for the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions. They scored 12 runs on 9 hits. They committed 4 errors, and they left 9 men on base. They only had 9 hits, Brian, but they also had 8 walks and 2 hit by pitches. So they had a lot of base runners all day long. For the Mustangs, 11 runs on 12 hits. They committed 3 errors, and they left 10 men on base, and none more important than those last 3 runners there in the top of the 7th inning that they couldn't get another run across and lose by 1 run in a game that could be crucial here in the standings.
We're back with a final word from Greensburg-Salem right after this here on WMBS, the South Union Township Sports Network, Facebook Live, and the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you've put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at www.myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning